Something that's relevant with respect to the importance of volunteerism. So I was thinking back to my childhood. A lot of you know that I grew up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and Cedar Rapids is much larger than Chatham Borough, but volunteerism and community has a strong spirit of community, very, very important to the survival of Cedar Rapids, which some of you may know actually went through some devastating floods recently, and because of that, community spirit is doing a good job of recovering. But when I was a kid, so this is early 60s, the United Way was doing one of their annual campaigns, and I guess they had enough money and some local film experts to put together a little film. And in those days there was a saying that I haven't heard in a long time that was sort of, let George do it. And the implication was that, I'm not going to bother, let George do it. So United Way's little film talked about the let George do it attitude and said if everybody adopted that attitude, our community wouldn't exist. And in the film, they had taken downtown Cedar Rapids and they'd taken down the street lights and had them like all, in the streets, and they turned over some cars, basically to show that the community had fallen apart because everybody had that attitude of let George do it, and they weren't going to do it themselves. Well, Chatham Borough would not function were it not for volunteers. So this is more than a nice-to-do sort of thing. It is really critical in our community to recognize those people who decide to be George rather than let George do it.